Happy Saturday and happy Self-Care Saturday. Yep, it's the first Saturday in March and it's lovely and sunny here. So it's always good when the sun's out. And it's an extra special day today because I have my beautiful daughter Shola here and it's her birthday today, 1st of March. She's 27 and I thought, why not bring her into the post this Saturday? So here we are. And in terms of the affirmation for the month, again, extra special, it features myself and Shola, and it says, I am grateful. The affirmation reads, gratitude generates positive thoughts. Take time to notice things that you didn't see before. Be thankful and appreciative for all the good in your life. And it also finished off with saying, keep a gratitude journal. So remember, if you're working on the affirmation calendar, think about the 3 things that can support the affirmation or one main thing that you actually want to focus on for the month. So yeah, I'm just going to ask Shola some quick questions, but just before I start, I say my daughter is a blessing to me. So I'm very grateful. So I just wanted to share that with you first. So, you know, I love my mini me. So one of the first questions I've got here is, what springs to your mind when you hear the word grateful or gratitude?
I think when I hear grateful, I think being appreciative of the things that you have in your life, and what springs to mind for me instantly is family. I'm very close to my family, very grateful for them every single day of my life. I love them, so I'm very, very grateful for family.
Oh, lovely. Okay, second question. Can you give an example when you felt grateful in the last year and what did you actually learn from that?
I have a couple examples really, but the one that springs to mind most is that my boyfriend gave me the opportunity to pursue a software engineering course and leave my job full-time, meaning that we had to move out of London and he had to sacrifice, you know, being able to live in London. He's been supporting me financially every single day, being emotionally supportive, and that's allowed me to then come into this year and think about a new career path that I would like to pursue, which wouldn't have been possible living in London still with all the costs. So I was very grateful for that, and it's quite life-changing for me.
Lovely. And what do you think you actually learned from that experience?
I think I'm quite, as a person, I think I like to be in control and I like to be able to manage things on my own. I don't really like money from people or anything like that. So that's been a really tough experience for me to actually kind of let that barrier down and be like, okay, let someone kind of look after me. And be grateful that they want to do that.
Yeah,
probably.
I know that probably is a big challenge, but I think we have to learn sometimes to let go and let others hold us while we're pursuing something. So yeah, I think that's quite a good lesson, definitely. Is there anything you do to help you focus on gratitude?
To be fair, recently, well, I think since I've had this time of not working, I've had a lot more time to think, and genuinely just being in the moment a bit more and like trying to reduce my stress. Like I've not had a job for 7 months now, and I've tried to think every day, actually I'm grateful for the other little things in my life. Like even though I haven't got a job and I haven't got that security financially as much as I had before, I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful to be alive every day, I'm grateful to be able to do things that other people can't do in the world. I'm still better off than a lot of people around the world. So I think I've just been trying to sit in the moment a little bit more and think about the things that I'm grateful for every day instead of trying to dwell too much on the things I don't have. That's really helped me kind of focus on that things do get better. I've been able to get through things in the past, so not to dwell on the things that I don't have and be grateful for what I do have.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things in the actual quote this month. It does say about sometimes gratitude helps you, allow you to see what is there that you have in your life. Sometimes when you're on that busy treadmill, you don't actually see and don't really get to appreciate things. So yeah, that's really good. Thank you. So what's your thoughts about journaling? That's my next question.
I've had a very interesting relationship with journaling, as I know my mother loves to kind of encourage that, which I think is good. But I think I'm a talker, and like for me, journaling I think is a positive thing. But personally, I'm just a talker. Like I will call my brothers, talk about things. That's kind of my almost verbal journaling in a way, because I feel comfortable in that way. But in the past, I have used journaling also to like, when I've had things in my mind that I want to let go of, I've often like wrote letters or things like that, maybe about certain people or experiences, and then either thrown it away or you could burn it or whatever. But that would be my kind of perception. I'm not really an everyday writing person. I just talk about how I feel.
Yeah, and that's fine. To be honest with you, I'm not an everyday writer either, though I do love a post-it. Everything in my thought goes on a post-it note. But I do think, again, journaling is it's down to you how you actually journal, and it can be just through talking, like you said, bringing somebody, talking to somebody, that's you offloading. It could be on a piece of paper, or you could put it into a song or a poem. There's all sorts of ways you can actually think about journaling. But I think the message really is about offloading what's in the head and putting it somewhere, and making space. Yeah, and then feeling that release also from actually letting go of what's ever in your mind. So thank you. Next question is, self-care is a big thing now, and it's about encouraging people to look after their emotional and their physical well-being, and you see that across social media, the TV, everywhere. It's all about how you care about yourself. What does self-care mean to you, really, and how do you practice it?
I think it's similar to kind of how I practice gratitude. It's like self-care is just generally giving yourself grace. I've learned over the last years, like, you're doing the best you can, and maybe not everything, all the cards line up in the way you want to right now, but I've had a way that I've managed stress is just to be like, be kind to Shola and be like, I'm trying hard, like, again, be grateful for what's around you, but also like, not everything is going to be perfect, and that's the thing that I've had to get over, is perfectionism and wanting everything instantly. And like, it is my thing I've been saying all the time recently is, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And that's my kind of like self-care. It's like, it is what it is. Then we just get through today, see what happens tomorrow.
And that's excellent, because it is about not necessarily reaching these that far-reaching goals. It's actually like, did I get to wake up today and stretch? I'm thankful that I've got a breath. I'm thankful I can walk, I can talk. So it's very personal, getting to yourselves. So going back to being grateful and the affirmation of the month, could you think of, it's a bit of a quick thing, but can you think of 3 things that you might want to do to support this affirmation for this month?
I think it's continuing to practice being in the moment, and celebrating family more, because my brother's 30th this month, so
another birthday,
and I'm extremely grateful to have amazing brothers, so I think giving them their flowers. And I'm going on holiday, and I want to be living in the moment, be very grateful, getting over some fears around OCD and hotels, being very
runs in the family,
and trying to be grateful that I'm able to just do these things. So those are maybe 3 things I would
Okay, lovely, thank you. And we forgot also, March is a very special month for women, because it's International Women's Day on the 8th of March. And this year the focus is all about for women and girls, and it's about our rights, equality and empowerment. So I did a little bit of research on that. So basically it's about inclusion and the action we're going to take in terms of breaking down barriers that hold us back. And the hashtag this year is accelerate action. What does this mean for you?
I think, especially with the times we're in at the moment, politically it's a bit turbulent, to say the least. I think it's about people coming together and seeing, like, there's attacks on communities, women, our rights, especially women in America, that a lot of their rights are being questioned. And I think it's about coming together and speaking loud about that, and trying to create noise and try to like disrupt the kind of system that's trying to break us down. Yeah,
that's right. So this month is, I think this International Women's Day is even more important for us as women. So it's really about making sure we've got the right allies on our side, supporting us, because we want to grow and we want to be empowered, and when we need to make sure the channels are open for that to happen for us. So thank you, Shols. And can I just say to you guys, I'm very, very proud of you, my daughter, and the fact that you took a leap of faith and gave up your, full-time job to actually embark on a course, because you had to sort of give up and do that as a full-time course. So I just think that's really a big thing to do, because in this climate, not everybody can do that. So, and you embarked on the route of going into STEM, which is especially important in terms of the science, technology, engineering and maths, or something like that. But in terms of, again, that sort of leads into, in terms of women and empowerment. So you actually took that leap of faith to switch careers and do that. So I thought that's really, really good. And then give me one word that would describe the journey on your course that you've learned. Ooh. What one word would sum up, or two if you want?
I would probably say, I have a few words. I would say one would be roller coaster.
Okay. Why roller coaster? What does that mean?
Because it was very difficult at first to adjust back into an education style of learning. And it was very self-led teaching, so you had to discipline yourself. It was like being back at university, which I had left like almost 5 years ago. So it was like really introducing myself back to a new way of learning. I think also like financially, it was tough because I was like, oh, I'm doing this course when I could be working. I'm used to having a monthly income. But then why I was kind of questioning what word I should use, because even though the course was amazing and I can develop new skills, I actually felt like it was the right time. To me, right time was also a phrase I would use, because I met some of the nicest people. I've made some really good friends in 4 months that I feel like I've known them for a very long time. And I felt like I've also had the opportunity to, again, take a break from like the kind of rat race of life and spend more time with my family. More than I spent more time with my siblings and my dad more than I had in years, and I've been so grateful for that. So the course has been good, like education wise, career wise, but like also personally, I've met people, I've spent time with family that I've been able to do a bit more focus on my health more than I ever would have been able to before, when I was caught up in a stressful, more like job role in the past. So yeah, I would say roller coaster, but right time.
Yeah, excellent. That's brilliant. And sometimes we do need to maybe take that step, find that space to probably rejuvenate ourselves and relook at things. And sometimes it is a big risk, but I always do believe in calculated risks to a certain extent. And if you don't take a risk and if you don't fail sometimes, you don't grow. So yeah, lovely. Thank you for sharing that. And I am is a very powerful statement, and can you add anything positive you like to say for yourself? You say the word I am. What word comes to you when you think about Shola? I am. What's one word you can give us?
I would say I am focused.
Yay! That's one of my cards.
Yeah, I feel like I've had to really focus on my ability to learn again, keeping myself mentally in check. Self-care, I've had to really focus on just myself a lot, and also like my future. Yeah. So yeah, I've had to really focus.
Lovely, thank you. So let's just finish off by saying thank you so much for showing up for me today on my Self-Care Saturday. I am very grateful, as I said, for you. Yeah, so we'll just finish off with saying that International Women's Day is like, it's the actual accelerate action from Shoals and Sanj. Have a good Saturday. Peace.
Peace.